Hi, welcome to this short video which will give you some tips and tricks for media release or press release writing. Let's get started. Remember, when you're writing a media release, you want to make your headlines snappy and interesting. We want to catch the journalist's attention. However, you should avoid writing in a sensationalist or clickbait style. Remember, we're writing a media release, not a tabloid celebrity exposure. Try to focus on the key details. What is the most attention-grabbing detail? What is the key message of your media release? Don't bury the lead. Instead, front-load your story and headline with the most important information. It's really important you think about your audience here. The audience for a media release is professional journalists. This is not a blog, nor is it a social media post, so ensure you adopt an appropriate tone and writing style. This means you need to write in the inverted pyramid style. It might help you to consider the news values that relate to your story. You can find an additional resource about news values on Moodle under our Week 3 resources. Remember, write like a journalist, not like a used car salesman or a chugger. Avoid clickbait and sensationalism at all costs. It's really important we learn when it's appropriate to write in tabloid style and when we need to use more reserved and formal language. Get right to the point from the first line. You don't want your reader switching off because they're bored. Put the most important information at the top of your media release. Writing in inverted pyramid style takes time and practice. You can improve your media release writing by reading media releases from other businesses and not-for-profits. Just go to any organisation website and look for their media hub. If you can't find it, simply go to Google and type in the company name and media release. For example, Diabetes Australia media releases. This will lead you straight into the organisation's media centre. From there, you can locate their most recent media releases. Read these critically, considering word choice, phrasing, and structure. The body paragraphs are where you can flesh out the details from your lead. This is where you can include specifics, such as dates, times, research details, quotes, and any other important information you need to include. Remember, contact details go at the very bottom of the media release. This makes them easy for the journalist to locate. Data, evidence, and hard facts will help strengthen your media release by providing support and credibility to your story. For example, how do we know skin cancer in Australia is a big public health issue? Because of the data. We know that 2 in 3 Australians will be diagnosed with skin cancer before they turn 70. This provides a pretty good justification for us to run a public awareness campaign, educating people about the need to protect themselves. Don't you think? Quotes from experts lend colour and credibility to your media release. They also give journalists something to include in their article should they decide to write a piece based on your media release. We all know that journalism is quote-driven. By including quotes in your story, you make the journalist's job easier and increase your chances that the media release will be picked up by the news media. Keep it to a single page. Journalists are busy and they don't want to spend hours reading through your media release. If they have further questions or require more detail, they will pick up the phone and call your media contact. Avoid industry jargon where possible. Keep your writing clear and concise. You don't need to prove how clever you are by inserting $5 words. Instead, prove how clever you are by writing clear and clean, easy to understand copy. Follow the structural conventions of the style. The logo, date, and name of the organisation go at the top of the media release. Remember to proofread your work. My favourite strategy is to read my work aloud to myself. If I trip or stumble, it's usually a good indicator that I need to go back and do some rewriting. Put the words media release at the top of your release, not the bottom, not the middle, the top. Write clearly. Keep your sentences under 25 words. Remember, you're not writing the next great Australian novel, nor are you Judith Butler. Keep your sentences clear, concise, and 25 words or under. Good luck with your media release writing.